guys, it's your girl Renee, and today we are going to be taking our little seedlings that are doing great, and I'm going to be planting this side over there is the winter king lettuce, and we're going to do half of these broccolis. The ones that are really tall, those are the ones we're going to be planting in these little containers that I saved from Lowe's or Home Depot. That's why I'm always saying it's important for you guys to keep your little seed containers because they are reusable. So I washed them all out and they are nice and clean. And then I have filled some of them up with soil, but this one right here, I didn't put any soil in because I wanted to show you how I go through the process. So what I have is the seed starting mix right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the seed starting mix and put it into this container, just a little bit, because you know those pea pellets, you know, they already have some really nice root systems, so I want them to have contact with the soil, and then I will fill the cups up the rest of the way. So the first one we're going to do is I got to make sure this is the winter king lettuce, because I have 3 on this side and I have this one. So this one right here has only one of the Arctic King. That's what it's called, the Arctic King. So I am going to put this whole pea pellet, and you see it doesn't have any roots yet, but trust and believe it will. And we're going to try to plant this as deep as I can get it, because as you can see, some of the true leaves are starting to come in. So I want to get them planted. So we are going to take this container right here, and we are going to make a hole in this container, and then we are going to plant this seedling. So what I'm going to do is I just use an old, spoon that we all have, but I use the bottom of it. So I'm going to make a hole down in the bottom so I can sit this pellet into it. And let's see if I can get it in there, show you guys. See how I got it sitting in there all nice. And then I'm just going to take the soil and I'm just going to fill it up all the way around the top. Let me see if I can get some more light for you guys. That'll be a little bit more light. And I'm just going to take this. Let's position this up just a little bit so you guys be able to see it maybe up here better. Yeah, I'm going to take some of this soil and I'm going to place it around this pellet that has that plant in it, so it can be filled with all this good soil. So I'm trying to get it to the neck. So when it grows, it will, I'm trying to keep it all in this one container until I take it out into the garden. And I can just take it out of here and it will be beautiful. See how nice that looks? And I've got it all the way to the neck. And that's what I'm going to do for all of them, just like this. See how nice? I'll give you a closer look up how it looks. See, just like that. And then I'm just going to get a label and put it in there, probably on some masking tape, so you guys can see. But isn't that a beautiful sight? So I'm going to go ahead and finish with the other ones, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what they look like. Guys, so we're going to do the second one. This is another Arctic King lettuce. And so this one only has one in it, as you can see. So I'm just going to make a well in the bottom, stick it in there. You guys see that? And then I'm just going to put some soil around it. So it can hold it up nice and sturdy. because like I said, I want this to be the only container I put this plant in, and then it's gonna grow on its own. Now this one has two, so I'm going to have to cut this one in half like this. Let me show you. And then I'm just going to tear it apart. And if any of the soil comes apart, it's going to cut it in the middle. That's why I love using these little pea pellets. Because see, they have the soil already in there. And now I have two plants that have been divided. And I'm going to sit this one right here. I'll put that over there. And we're going to work with this one. And I kind of like grab the plant, make a well in the middle, stick this down in there, and then I just put some of that soil around it. Put it all around the back, the sides, all that. And this will go under my grow light. As you know, some of these I've already have planted outside, so I am good to go. Let's get that other one in there. Same process. Make a well at the bottom. Squeeze it tight so the soil in this pea pellet will hold that seedling into place. Then I'm going to take my fingers and just hold it. Do the scissor method. And then I'm just going to plant the soil around it. And that's all you need to do. Then if that plant moves, you just push it in the middle, put some of that soil around it so you can keep it in its place. And it will be so happy because you're just like tucking a baby in the bed. Making it nice and soft and secure. And make sure it's got a lot of good soil around it. And I'm planting it all the way to its neck. Because that way it'll take some of that legginess out of it. And it can grow nice and strong. Instead of being so tall, it will be small. And as it grows, I will just add more soil around it to keep that neck all covered up. So look at that. We've done 3 already. See it? It went from being really, really leggy to now, look at that. The soil is all the way up to its neck. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish planting the rest of my seedlings, and I'll come back and show you when I'm done. Alright you guys, so I have the Arctic King lettuce, these 6 on this side, and all of these other ones are broccoli from here. And then I have 3 of the red acre cabbage. Let me give you a close-up look. This is the red acre cabbage. They look good. And these are my broccolis. And this is the Arctic King lettuce. And I have some of this growing outside on the grow table. And then over here, let me move this out the way. And then over here, I have the Charleston Wakefield cabbage right here. Look at that. Beautiful. And then on this side, I am putting some more red acre cabbage. See? Alright, you guys. So I've got a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 plants that I've got going. And I told you I'm going in hard on the broccoli, and I'm going in on my cabbage. And I still have some more cabbage outside. Still have some more cabbage outside on the grow table. So I am getting it started. This will go under my grow light in the house, so everything will start getting up to size, because like I said, I am trying to knock some of those harvest days off, because 60 to 65 to 70, woo, I know I have enough time, but it's always nice to be able to see your broccoli heads growing big, seeing this beautiful red acre cabbage growing big, and then you know you'll have time to harvest some of this good stuff before here in 7B, Virginia, before it gets cold, and then I won't be able to harvest it before all that snow appears. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you, showed you how I use those pellets that I love to use and how I separated them when I had two of a seedling growing in the same pea pellet. You saw how I cut them apart, and then I put them in the soil in their individual containers. All right, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And Miss Renee, I'll show you in the house how many more I have to plant. I think what I'm going to do is those remember when I had all those beans and stuff in that one raised bed? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of those seedlings that I have in the house. I'm going to stick them outside, and I'm going to put them where in some of the spots where those beans didn't grow, and then I'll keep the netting on it so the birds and stuff won't be able to eat the little small little seedlings. And maybe I'll have to throw some shade cloth over it so it won't get too hot. But I've heard that in the next few days, we are supposed to be having some really calm, cool nights and evenings. Even during the day, it's supposed to be like in the 80s, maybe sometime in the 70s. So that is perfect because I can get these cabbage out there and get them growing too. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed, because I would love to have you join my family. Give your girl a thumbs up. Share me out. Show everybody that growing food is not as difficult as it looks. It's very rewarding, and you know that you are going to have food to feed your family and friends in the coming fall. All right, guys, take care. Here is a bonus clip. I have my winter choy right here. I still need to plant. I have the Dutch round cabbage. That's the one that likes the cold. And then I have the winter choy back there. And then I have some more winter choy here. So, and these are my onions. Remember, we had one come up here, but we didn't have any of the onions coming on the outside. So your girl did a lot of planting. Some of these I'm going to put out in the raised beds where I have the beans, and the rest will go into under my grow lights, and I will watch them, and we're going to watch them grow, grow, grow. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Oh, and I have that straw in there as a divider. All right, guys, grow, grow, grow. Woohoo!